In The Big Short, a movie starring Steve Carell, Christian Bale, and Brad Pitt, based on the book by the same name, they talk about betting against the housing market. They just made stuff up using synthetics. Well, I started the first distressed whole loan hedge fund that bought Bear Stearns loans for pennies on the dollar and sold them to investors for a lot more money. That put me on the map. It's not easy for a 29-year-old to raise $30 million. It takes persistence and, of course, a tremendous amount of determination. I had about 40 people up and down Park Avenue slam their doors in my face, but I developed a reputation. It was the gentle persistence of helping these guys that got their attention. It wasn't just following up robotically as most institutional people do with emails chunked together in 2,000-word paragraphs. It was providing a solution to one of their problems that would force them to pay attention to me. It leveled the field. Quote, "Look, Sal, I like you and I like the story here, but I have this busted mezz piece loan that I have to deal with before I can look at yours," quote. He was worried he'd not only made a mistake prior, but perhaps a bigger mistake than he originally thought. I shot back, quote, "Fine, let me dig in and help you. Send over the intercreditor agreement," quote. And a problem like that would be simple for me to solve too. For example, one of those funds would have a bad loan or a bad deal on their balance sheet, and if all they needed to do was to move it, I was not going to let that stop me. His bonus was at risk, but that was only part of his problem because he had already invited what sounded like his entire class from Darden to his $50,000 Hamptons rental he still had to pay for. No bonus meant no house and a loss of personal status. I held the cards to that with my network and experienced moving things along quickly. All I had to do was to execute like he was already my investor and see how he would behave. How would he reciprocate?